Welcome back, fellow Vooperians, and we are back on the Earth map, where we have been recovering from the apocalypse. Oh my god, my hair is doing a strange thing there. Got a haircut, if anyone noticed. Okay, last time, we watched as the population rose back up to 10,000 now. We have 10,000 people in the world again. That's absolutely fantastic progress we're making. But it's not enough. We need that to go up. And actually, we crushed a lot of our deficit. That is dropping really quickly. It's dropping so quickly, actually, that we, even though we're not out of debt yet, we're going to drop taxes by 2%. Because what that should do is it should get even more people to move in. We have enough now where we can pull people in through the airport. Yes, it's happening. We've done it. Look at that. It is actually working. We have over 100 people coming in a week. Are they coming in by plane, or where are they coming in, though? That's the question. Are they just being born? Okay, we had a huge rush of people for a second. Although, we did have quite the hit to our income, but definitely worth it. Priority number 1 is getting people back into the world. Priority number 2 is actually making the people, you know, happy. You guys told me that I should be zoning this area over by Greenland. Or in Greenland. Low density residential, because that will get people to have children. And it's a nice area to do it. So you know what? I'm going to listen. I think that's a fantastic idea. We're just gonna zone some low density over here. It's right next to the airport as well, so even though it's a little bit loud, it should be beneficial to have it over here. Uh-oh. We had a sewage issue for a second. That's never good. We have nobody coming in by plane anymore. That's worrying. Oh, there we go. How many people are coming in? 5 out of 7. Okay, so just not many people coming in by plane. Darn, that's disappointing. We really need people to come in by plane. Because then it's a complete net gain. Coming in by... Oh, here we go, please. Like 209. Okay, you know what? It's something at least. Quebec is burning down! Oh no! Quebec! Quebec! Oh my god, the entire world's fire department is being sent out. That was pretty intense. That was close to bad. That was very close to being pretty bad. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, that could have been much worse. And it's still pretty bad because the fire is just spreading again. It looks like they're going to have to contain it because we don't have any fire helicopters. Very sad. We're at 11,000 population now. We have really been, oh geez, the fire is just a huge issue. It's spreading all over. Thankfully, the rest of the world isn't dealing with anything of the sort because a fire in a well-populated area could cause a massive decrease in population. We are literally playing with fire here because if somewhere like down here, South Africa caught on fire, there's literally nothing that would stop it. It would take too long for the fire department to get down here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up, make everyone who lives down here happy. This old tourist area is just going to be ripped apart. I mean, it serves no purpose. Okay. And what else can we do? So we're going to rip all that down. Rip that down. We have trash complaints. See, the issue is we're going to keep getting more and more complaints. Because as the city grows back, people will want more. The game isn't as easy on you. Okay, how many oh my god, there's a fire in Africa now. Oh no. Yeah, the services are getting really bad. Oh, someone said the West Coast, I still had people in a shelter. Which shelter? I don't think they were correct. Because that shelter is empty. That shelter is empty. No, I think we're fine. Unless it's the Midwest. Oh no, I have the shelter on. Okay. Yeah, so just wasting money. Although it did make people happy. People are complaining about crime. People are complaining about sickness. People are complaining a lot. But as long as we can keep that population going up. Okay, we have to raise the water budget. Water budget up to like 80%. 81%, sure. Sounds good. Okay, how's it going for police? Do I have more than one police station up here? That would be useful. It doesn't look like I do. The issue is, like, we need to spread things out, but there's no way for us to spread things out because we only have one of everything. Okay, we have abandoned buildings over here. That's actually really worrying. Greenland should not be experiencing any drop. Oh, and it's residential as well. That's really, really bad. If people in high-density residential, especially in a nice area like Greenland, start leaving, we could fall into another population drop. We're almost at 12,000. Like, we almost have things under control. We're very close. The debt is only going up very slowly now. So, as you can see, the population is starting to ramp up. It's speeding up. It's getting back where it should be. But the big thing is influx. We need up, which isn't at 0, but it's not doing very well. Birth rate and death rate. Birth rate has to be higher or we're doomed, and birth rate is higher. So that's great. City treasury. Look at this. This is important because this dropped, and now it's slowing down, and we've curved it. So now it's only going down about a third as fast. So that's very good. City value is in the negatives. But looking at taxation versus budget, I mean, lowering taxes did hurt that a little bit, but we're very close to matching it. Very, very close to matching our expenses. And actually, we can see right now, as more and more people move in, those numbers are starting to swing in our favor. 8,000, 7,000, the deficit is getting very low. If we can just cut costs in a few areas. I mean, one of the best things is that this cargo airport hub is actually exporting a lot of cargo for us. We're actually going to be... We actually may be making a bit of money. No. No. Maybe not. But those aren't the normal industry areas. So these are the normal industries. So the forest industry and the farming industry are actually making a lot of money for us. I wonder... Oh my god. Demand is actually going up. I can actually see a bar there. Interesting. Okay. Maybe we'll get some normal planes coming in. So it looks like those industries are actually making a lot of money. I know we converted the Middle East from oil to something better, but is there oil anywhere else we can take advantage? Oh boy, that would really help with our money situation. But we have no way to reach that. We can't even build roads. That would have been nice. How are our loans all paid off? Oh, almost all of them. Actually, I can take... Oh. Nope, taking a loan to pay off a loan would make no sense. Okay, well, the good news is that once the last loan is paid off, our expenses are going to go down. Let's reject that. Our expenses will certainly go down. You know why? Because we're paying interest on that. How much does it cost? Probably not much. 442. Oh, that's actually quite a bit. So that's going to be great once we get rid of that Uh-oh, population is starting to struggle a tiny bit. It happens. There's not a ton we can do about it. Okay, now it's 32, 35, 33, 49, 51. It's going up again. Okay, great. Just making sure things are going well. This ore industry over here, if it can just pick itself back up. I mean, I believe in it. It can come back from the dead. Honestly, industry is huge. Actually, industry is so huge. Why are we allowing office zones? It doesn't make sense to have offices. The job should be going to industry. Because industry makes more money. Yeah, we're gonna start cutting all this down because we don't have educated workers anyways. Let's kill the office zone. It doesn't make sense to have. And we're gonna have a slight expense here cutting all this down because it's gonna drop our it's going to drop our taxation a tiny bit because the buildings are paying taxes, but we'll get more back in the industry that comes in its place. It doesn't make sense to be spending so much. Or having everyone work at these office buildings when they could be working in industry buildings, which make way more money. If we could just repair these, that would be nice. Uh-oh. You know, the fires in the world are just... they're really dangerous. I mean, we haven't had any get completely out of control yet, but it is worrying. The gulags are not looking very good. Not looking very good at all. Oh, looks like a bit of damage due to fire in here. It looks like it may be a time to, clear out the gulags a little bit just to get land value up a bit higher. I know, we're actually worrying about land value in the gulags. That's how bad things have gotten. Okay. But we're close. We're very close. Just have to cut through these. Cut through these. The more we fix, the more the land is worth, and the more the taxes are. Which decreases the amount of money we lose, which speeds up our progress in getting out of debt. I know. What a beautiful tree of different things working together to get us out of debt. Look at what were all of these buildings. Jeez. So many things ready for rebuilding. There's so many abandoned buildings everywhere, really, just because people are abandoning their buildings. Wow, that was a really intelligent thing to say there. Of course, there's abandoned buildings because people are abandoning their... Oh my god! They're building new buildings. Oh, look at all of the demand. That's the word for it. We actually have demand. We have demand for residential. Oh my. Okay, well, you know what, this office area here that literally shouldn't exist? Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna switch that to darn low residential. Low density residential. All this area, as long as it's kind of quiet. Oh, I mean, there's the airport, but whatever. Whatever, there's a hospital right there. It's fine. This is definitely worth it. Okay. Nice. We have people building new houses. That's insane. It's such a sign, a symbol of progress. With the new buildings, will new planes come in bringing people to the buildings? Please? That'd be fantastic. We're getting close. Okay, let's check the statistics again. Okay, so we're almost balanced there. Population starting to slow down a little bit. We're probably going to hit a death wave. But, again, it's slowing down. The rate at which we're going into debt is slowing down. And maybe, just maybe, we can start going back in the other direction. But there's so many issues throughout the world. The trash service being a huge one. I mean, people are going to start abandoning the city because there's just no services. We need the city to continue growing, or we need it to stay still and us to figure out the money situation. Is there anywhere I can drop the budget that'll save money and not kill the city? It's a lot of money we're spending on emergency services. Actually, there's no reason to be running these. They've fixed everything that's going to be fixed. Bam, that drops costs by quite a bit, actually. Oh, these new buildings are already abandoned. It didn't take too long, did it? Did not take too long. Okay, so now we're down to only $5,000 in debt. Or $5,000 deficit. Big difference. I keep flip-flopping the two words, but the deficit needs to go away, and then we need to hold a profit for a very, very long time. It's going to be an amazing day when we actually are making money. And an even more amazing day when we can look at this number hitting 0. And then we can actually build stuff again. That's gonna be fantastic. The population is continuing to rise. I mean, at this rate, we can do some great things. We can start repairing. Industry is starting to return, which is a big sign of a healthy city. The faster the industry returns, the faster the taxes go up, the faster we recover. So, big one. And these commercial centers, if they start functioning, that's another really good sign. The big issue is that we don't have anyone really educated because all of our schools were destroyed. So I'm not sure how they're going to function, but Libya is beginning to rebuild. We can see little businesses all around. I mean, maybe things will be fine. Although, once again, there's a lot of complaints throughout the world, and every complaint... Oh, another shelter that we can shut off. We forgot about that one as well. We didn't forget any over here, right? That one's off. That one's off. Okay. Good. This one isn't off. Oh my! We are really dropping our costs. Saudi Arabia is really struggling to try to recover. Their tourist paradise over here was kind of destroyed. But you know what? It could honestly be worse. It's only been a few episodes of recovery and we're already seeing huge moves in the population, flip-flopping. I don't think changing the taxes really changed anything, so let's jump the taxes back up. Hopefully that doesn't kill the amount of people moving in. But that should... Wait, are we green? Are we green? We're green, baby. We are green. We no longer have a deficit. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. Oh no, stay green, please. Stay green. Stay green. Stay green. Oh, it's going to be really tough because any population fluctuation is going to change our taxation as well. But as long as it's green, we're getting closer to getting out of this situation. Which is really what we want. Oh, jeez. It's so barely green, that's the thing. We're barely pulling it off. But the population is increasing, which means that our taxation should increase and our surplus, that's a nice new word we're allowed to use now. Our surplus should increase. But now we have to discuss how... Oh, darn it. Come on. You've got to be kidding me. All of those costs coming back to haunt us again. Where is our budget being spent? That's it. We're cutting costs. Because now we're close. We're close to paying off the debt. As long as people don't leave the city. There we go. Now we've got a good surplus. You know what, police? Whatever. Who needs police? Parks all the way up just because apparently we have a park somewhere and increasing its value is going to increase our abilities quite a bit. Plane costs, wow, that's really expensive. We're spending a lot on that, but it does keep the city alive, so that's probably a necessary expense. Okay, it's gone flat. Now it's going to start going back up. Hopefully that'll speed up. Our city budget versus taxation is now at the final battle. Our city value is starting to actually start to go up again. Population is starting to level out. That's the scary thing. Death rate is starting to go up. Hopefully it doesn't match. If it matches, we're pretty doomed. Just gonna be completely honest. That would be very, 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 very unfortunate for us. Okay, our surplus is shrinking, and so is our population. So maybe we should consider, dropping taxes. Maybe not. Maybe it's gonna go up anyways. Okay, well then. We're so close right now. It's so balanced. But you know what? The debt is decreasing. We are chipping away at it very slowly. Wait, it's going up actually. Now it's going down. Now it's going up. Okay, looks like, you know what? We know what we can do if we raise taxes back up, but we need to kick up the population. So if that means the most dramatic tax cuts I can do to pull people in, sure. I am going to be making the budget much, much, much worse. I'm going to absolutely tank the budget. Like, whoever my financial advisor is going to hate me. But you know what? Getting people into the city is the #1 priority now. We can balance the budget if we raise taxes. But it's more important that we raise the population. So what we're going to do is we're going to very carefully zone out new low-density residential areas. We're going to get rid of unnecessary areas, like all this can be low-density residential. And by making these new low-density residential areas, we can push the population up, and pushing the population up is going to help us much more in the long run than a temporary decrease of our deficit. The demand is there. We just have to keep it going. And there we go. The population is rising again at a healthy rate. And we have the buildings to put the people into. New buildings. Oh god, India and stuff is out of power, which probably is making the money situation a little bit worse. There we go. How about now? Is that gonna fix the taxation a little bit? No, not really. Okay, well. Oh well. The population is dropping. That's bad. Okay, so we balance the budget, and then we purposefully unbalance the budget. We're trying to get demand up. I'm not sure how successful that will be. Can we get people into the city? These are all questions that are being asked, and maybe we will answer next time, because that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Hail Vooperia, and I will see you all next time.